Upon arriving at the restaurant, Woobin looked around for the so-called client and noticed a girl sitting by herself. She gestured for him to come over to her table. Uncertain, he walked over and asked if she was the one he was supposed to meet. The girl nodded and smiled. Woobin joined her and she introduced herself, stating that she hated blind dates and had been about to leave. However, upon seeing him, she decided to stay because she found him very attractive. Woobin sat there, confused. He explained that he was there for a meeting, not a blind date, and suggested that there must have been a misunderstanding. As he tried to get up, the girl asked if his name was Woobin. He admitted that it was, and she confirmed that he was indeed the person she was supposed to meet. She smiled and complimented his looks. Woobin, still confused, asked who had arranged the blind date, and she revealed that it was his best friend. Hearing this, Woobin became upset and stood up. He apologized, explaining that he had not been informed about the blind date and was not currently looking for a relationship. He told her that she could order whatever she wanted and that he would cover the cost. With that, he walked away, leaving his blind date sitting there alone. Later that evening, as Sunjin was heading home, Woobin pulled up in his car and confronted him. He demanded to know where Sunjin got the audacity to arrange a blind date for him. Sunjin, smiling, asked how it had gone and if he liked the girl. He admitted that he was unsure if she was Woobin's type, but thought he might like her since he had feelings for Minsu. Woobin became more upset. Moving closer to Sunjin, he looked him in the eyes and told him to stay out of his business. Sunjin, confused by his friend's anger, explained that he was simply trying to be considerate and did not want him to be alone. He had only arranged the blind date to help him. With a cold stare, Woobin told him that he had never asked for his help and that he should stop interfering in his personal matters. Sunjin reached out, holding his hand in an attempt to calm him down. He reassured him that he was only trying to be a good friend, reminding him that they had just celebrated his wedding together and that things should not escalate to this point. He stated that whatever Woobin was going through, he was willing to help because at the end of the day, they were like brothers. Woobin pulled his hand away and expressed his frustration. He was tired of always acting like a savior for Sunjin, yet when he needed support, Sunjin never bothered to be there for him. He emphasized that he would walk through fire for Sunjin, but the same was never reciprocated. Sunjin stood there listening as Woobin vented. He explained that there was no way he could help if Woobin did not share his problems. Moving closer, he asked if this was all about Minsu. Woobin remained silent, offering no response. Sunjin told him that if it was about Minsu, then it was unfair, as he had met her first and fallen in love with her. He reminded Woobin that he had even given him a chance to meet Minsu before their wedding, so that he could get the closure he needed. Woobin stepped closer to him and admitted that it was not about Minsu. He explained that he just needed support as well sometimes. He then stated that if Sunjin believed he had met Minsu first, he was wrong because he had also met her first, but had lacked the courage to approach her. He had later been surprised to see that they were dating. With that, he walked away, leaving Sunjin standing there.